Hi, I'm Heather Bristansky from onlineinteriordecorating.ca and welcome to our first edition of Transformation Tuesdays, where we take one room from one of our followers and transform it each and every Tuesday for free. Now remember, if you want to enter, you cannot win unless you enter. Just go to the link below and we have a link to the video on how to submit your entry. So today's entry is actually a master bedroom, which works out really well because we had asked around Christmas time, what room in your house would you most like to do? So we made sure that we chose a master bedroom because that seemed to be what the majority of you guys wanted to do and wanted to see. So I'm going to skip into the before photos here so that you can see what this room looked like before. So we start Transformation Tuesdays off with this fairly standard master bedroom. You can see that the walls are painted in a light beige color. There's a ceiling fan on the window or on the ceiling here, and the window is nice and large. However, it's not centered on this wall. It comes down fairly low, and there's actually the heating element right underneath here. You can see that there is a nice king-size bed in this space, which this room is fairly large, so it does hold a king-size bed. And we've got closets on this side of the room. So if I change the view here, you can see the bed is actually centered on the wall on the right-hand side of the room. We've got 3 pictures right above the bed and 2 nightstands on either side. On the wall directly across from the bed, they've got a large closet on this side, which the doors are broken and need to be replaced. And a really small closet on the other side with a chest of drawers in the middle. And then this is actually the entryway to the bedroom here. So we've got some accessories hanging on the back of the wall just for some extra storage. And this door right here actually leads to an ensuite bathroom. Now there are a few furniture elements in the room that the homeowner would like to keep. So again, you need to send pictures of any elements that you'd like to keep in your room for the Transformation Tuesdays. So one of those items were the nightstands, and these are really beautiful nightstands, really antique looking, except for they are fairly new. So you can see that they've got a nice rustic tone to them, and this was an element that the homeowner does not want painted. Something that they don't mind if it gets changed out a little bit, but they do want to keep it, is this really beautiful maple armoire. Used to be her grandmother's, and there's you can see that it's a really heavy, really solid piece of furniture. One more thing that they'd like to keep, and they said, you know, whether it be in this room or maybe it gets moved to a different room, but they are fairly new, are these lamps. So the lamps have a really nice curve to them in this light gray color, and the shades are actually a white color. Are you ready to see the after? Welcome to your new master bedroom. As you can see, we've chosen a very beautiful navy and white color palette for this room. And the wall behind the bed, the challenge with that is that it curved up into this vault and then actually curved up into the ceiling. So if you can remember, these actually weren't straight lines. This was a bit of a curve. And that's why those pictures behind the bed weren't quite sitting the right way, because you had the curve of the wall to work with. So to really give a beautiful solution to that, we've carried up the same navy blue color all the way through to the opposite side of the room. Gives a really dramatic effect to the space, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. The large window that we had on the back side of the room here, as you can remember, wasn't quite centered on the wall. So we're playing a bit of a visual trick. If you can remember, the window went a lot further on this side than it did on this side. And on this side, it ended right about here, almost right where the drapery panel starts. And then there was the armoire here, which was a little bit tight against the end tables that we had. So what we've done is we've actually taken the drapery panel right from corner to corner here, all the way across this wall. And always take your drapery panels up almost to the ceiling. It just gives a nicer, it kind of lengthens the room, and it just gives a little bit more drama. So on this side, we've actually started the drapery panel almost right at the edge of the window and extended it out well past the window space. That helps the window look a lot more centered on the room, and it also helps for the window to look a lot larger. In this other view of the space, you can see that we've replaced the ceiling fixture with a really funky white chandelier. And I think this is really cool. Now, if you're going with a chandelier that does hang down, you want to make sure that that's going to be above the bed so that nobody's going to hit their head when they walk across it. You can also see that we've replaced the closet doors here with kind of the paneled matching doors that match the doors that when you walked into the space. So we've painted them out this navy blue color to match the wall directly across from it. Here's a better view of that. We've also painted out the homeowner's armoire. So if you can remember, that was that maple armoire that was Grandma's. We've kept the really cool antique hardware that was a part of that. So don't be afraid to keep something old. It gives it a little bit of a rustic charm and character. On the back wall here, across from the bed, we've made it a feature wall with this reverse lattice wallpaper. And I think it's really, really beautiful. It adds some graphic interest to the space. On top of the armoire there, we've accessorized with a couple frames in a white color. You can put whatever picture you want in there, whether that be family photos or some artwork that you like. And we've got a decorative vase in there as well. The wall where the bed is, we've kept the homeowner's side tables here and the lamps, because I think that they were a really great scale. So when you have a bed as large as a king-size bed, you want to make sure that you also have large nightstands on either side. And actually, the larger the nightstand, the better when it comes to any bedroom space. And the lamps need to be fairly tall so that when you're reading in bed, the light can actually cast downwards into the bedroom space. So a large lamp fixture, make sure that you don't skimp out on your lamps. Make sure that you go big or go home. The bed, we've actually added a nice headboard here, and it is a beautiful tufted white velvet velour piece with the curves on either side, and I think it's absolutely stunning and adds some great grandeur and some drama to the bed. What you don't see in the model is that there's actually little crystals here for every single little tuft instead of a button, and that just adds a bit of jewelry and sparkle to the space. So what do you guys think? Do you love it? Our first episode of Transformation Tuesdays. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoy your new master bedroom space, and we will see you next Tuesday. So I hope that you enjoyed the first edition of Transformation Tuesdays. Make sure to get your pictures and your measurements, your room measurements into us so that you can be involved with this as well. And make sure to fill out the questionnaire. I'll provide the link to the note below that gives all of the rules and all of the details on how to enter. It's really easy, 10 minutes maximum, and you've got yourself an entry. So we hope you enjoy. If you like the video, be sure to share it, be sure to like it, be sure to comment on it, and we'll see you next Tuesday.